Okay, I continue because of the video only 15 minutes. Yeah, Mandalika is the most beautiful circuit in Lombok, but Mandalika is far from Java Island. Yeah, it is the sentence of compound. Yeah, with but as the coordinate conjunction. And then wayang becomes the Javanese culture heritage, and it becomes very popular in our country. It is also compound sentence with n, yeah, the conjunction. Yeah, I like Bali Island very much, so I visit the island 2 times in a year. Yeah. So these are the example of compound sentence. We yeah sometimes need to use this kind of sentences, yeah, compound sentences, because yeah we need to give the detailed information, yeah, to the tourists, yeah, so the tourists can get deep information related to the tourist site that we are describing. Yeah, it is the compound sentence. And then we can also use the complex sentence. Ya, kalau tadi compound sentence itu kalimat majemuk setara, ini adalah kalimat majemuk bertingkat. Ya, in English we call it as independent clause and dependent clause. Jadi dalam complex sentence itu ada dua sentence atau dua klausa. Yang satu adalah klausa independent, yang kedua klausa dependent. Artinya dia tidak bisa berdiri sendiri tanpa ada independent clause ini. Contohnya gimana? Ya, ya ada adjective clause, ada adverb clause, ada noun clause. Ya, contohnya ini, I like the beach which has big wave. Ya, I like the beach which have big wave. Pada kalimat yang kedua ini disebut sebagai dependent clause atau klausa yang tidak bisa berdiri sendiri. Ya, perlu kata hubung which ini yang dia menjelaskan kata beach. Ya, di sini dia disebut sebagai adjective clause. I like the beach. Ya, I like the beach itu adalah independent clause. Tanpa ada kalimat kedua ini, kalimat pertama tetap bisa berdiri sendiri. I like the beach which has big waves. Saya menyukai pantai yang mana? Yang memiliki ombak yang besar. Ya, ini posisinya adalah penjelas kata beach, disebut sebagai adjective clause. Yang kedua, I know what you buy in the market today. Saya tahu apa? Apa yang kamu beli di pasar hari ini. Jadi what ke belakang ini adalah dependent clause yang menjelaskan kata dia sebagai objek di dalam kalimat ini. Saya tahu, ya, I know itu adalah the independent clause. What you buy in the market today itu adalah objek atau disebut sebagai noun clause. I don't like to go to mountain because I'm afraid of heights. Saya tidak menyukai pergi ke gunung karena saya takut ketinggian. Ya, because I'm afraid of heights ini adalah adverb, ya, adverb clause. Ya, gitu. But you don't need to understand it very well about this kind of grammar. Yeah, as long as you understand the meaning and as long as you can try to describe or deliver the meaning into the thoughts, yeah, it is enough for me. Yeah, but I just give you the information whether in the English, yeah, there are complex and compound sentence. That is this usually used in the describing tourist sites, ya, atau in descriptive text, ya. Nah, this is the example, everyone. The example of describing tourist sites. Yeah, once again, I just give you the example. Yeah, it is only example for me. Yeah, so when you want to describe describing sites, yeah, in the following week, yeah, it's up to you. You wanna choose any, yeah, any sites is no problem, it's up to you. Yeah, but I just give you the example. Yeah, here I try to describe about Tanjung Puting National Park. Yeah, actually I choose this kind of sites, yeah, because it is not more popular than, yeah, that we usually hear, like Borobudur, Prambanan, yeah. I think it is less popular, so I choose this kind of sites, yeah, to inform you that whether Indonesia has many sites to visit. It is also for you. I suggest you, yeah, to choose the sites when you present. You can choose the sites that not really popular. Yeah, so yeah, we can try to make our park atau our sites, yeah, become more popular in the future, because we, yeah, at least we contribute to promote it, yeah, by describing sites, and then we upload in the Google, yeah, so it can be more popular. Yeah, here descriptive text, ya, contoh ya, in the first paragraph it is called as identification, and then the second, third, fourth, ya, itu adalah description, ya. In the first part, yeah, we try to introduce first, yeah, in the identification, yeah, it consists of introduction of things that we want to describe. Ya, di sini perkenalan tentang Tanjung Puting National Park, ya. It is can be read, ya. Tanjung Puting National Park is an internationally famous ecotourism destination, ya, which is located in the southwest of central Kalimantan Peninsula, ya. Visitors from foreign countries come to this park because of its amazing nature. Yeah, this is called a park, but unlike any park that you have seen in your city, this is jungle. Yeah, it is real jungle, which is home to the most interesting animal in the world, orang utan. So in the first paragraph, we just try to introduce, yeah, introduce, yeah, in general about Tanjung Puting National Park. So when the reader or the listener understand about the identification, he or she will understand about these sites in general, ya. Langsung insight-nya itu langsung, oh, itu national park. That is called as identification. And then in the second, third, and fourth paragraph, yeah, we try to describe, yeah, describe from the features, yeah, describe from the appearance, yeah, describe anything information, everything information, yeah, every information, yeah, that you can give to the listener or the readers, yeah. Contoh, thus, the park is home to many animals. Seeing orangutan is usually the visitors' main reasons to visit the park. Yeah, orangutans, which literally mean the man of the forest, are the largest arboreal animal on the planet. Most of their lives are spent in trees, where orangutans travel from branch to branch by climbing or swinging with their long arms, ya. Ya, di part kedua ini dicoba dideskripsikan, ya, digambarkan kalau di sana itu ada orang utan, ya, orang utan yang memiliki rumah di sana, ya. Dimana Tanjung Puting ini adalah rumah bagi satwa orang utan. You know that all the verb here using the features of simple present, because we talk about the fact in Tanjung Puting National Park, like is, yeah, is, and then visit, yeah, mean, yeah, lives, ours, dan sebagainya. Semua menggunakan simple present tense, ya. And then here, yeah, to see orang utan we should go to Camp Liki, which is located in the heart of Tanjung Puting National Park. Kamleke is a rehabilitation place for ex-captive orangutans and also a preservation site. It is also a famous center for research about orangutans, which has been conducted by famous primatologist Dr. Pirut Galtika since 1971. Yeah. Here visitors can see daily feeding to orangutans at jungle platform as part of the rehabilitation process to their natural habitat. This event gives them opportunity to see orangutan up close. Yeah, we try to give information about orangutan. Yeah, we describe the sites by focusing about orangutan. Why the writer here focus on orangutan? Because orangutan is iconic. Everyone in this country will understand about orangutan, and then it is also, yeah, very unique, yeah, iconic, yeah, all people understand about orangutan, yeah, and then it is only it is the animal only in the world, yeah, that's only live in Indonesia. So yeah, it is very wonderful to describe here, yeah. Lalu di paragraf 3 dijelaskan how to reach the place, ya. And then we should take a boat down Sekonya River, bla 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 until the last, ya. Ya, gitu ya. So, ya, in the describing sites here, ya, majority will use verb 1, ya, verb as the simple present tense, ya. And then compound, banyak sekali di sini yang compound atau complex sentence, ya. Which, ya, to see orangutan we should go to Kamleke, which is located, ini juga disebut sebagai complex sentence, ya. Gitu. It is the first example of tourist sites, ya. Tourist sites yang menjelaskan tentang Tanjung Puting National Park. And then the second example, I also give the next, what we call the next sites to describe. Yeah, it's entitled Cheng Ho Mosque. Ya, Al Islam Muhammad Cheng Ho. Ini adalah jenis penjelasan mengenai, ya, menggambarkan situs, yaitu Masjid Cheng Ho, ya. Maybe I don't know whether some of you, yeah, live in this region, yeah. Maybe you understand about this kind of sites, yeah. As usual, yeah, it is like the text before, yeah. It is the descriptive text, yeah, started by identification. It is introduced about Islamic Muhammad Cheng Ho, yeah, as general, yeah. Al-Islam Muhammad Cheng Ho Mosque is a mosque that is dedicated for Chinese Muslim located in Cakabaring, Palembang. Yeah, the name of the mosque is in honor to the Chinese Muslim Admiral Cheng Ho. Yeah, the mosque was initiative the elders, advisor, administrators of Indonesian Chinese Islamic Association of South Sumatra, as well as Chinese community leaders around Palembang. Yeah, it is like what I said before, everyone. Yeah, sometimes we need to use simple past tense if we need, ya. Ketika kita menjelaskan tentang history, ya, history it is happen in the past, ya. So we must use simple past tense. It is like in the sentence here, the mosque was the initiative of the elders, diinisiasi oleh elders, advisor, di masa lampau, maka menggunakan was, ya. And then the second, third, fourth itu adalah description, ya. At the beginning of the its existence, Cheng Ho Mosque Palembang was constructed, ya, was lagi. Kenapa? Karena dilakukan di masa lalu, ya, dikonstruksikan di masa lalu, maka menggunakan simple past tense, with the background to maintain good relation between Chinese descent in Palembang society in general, as well as, ya, a place to deepen the teaching of Islam and introduce it to the public, ya.